Now, this is a really fun new format to The Spark, which if you were listening last season, then you will know it was more of a kind of latest creative news, book recommendations, that sort of thing. To be honest, though, I was getting really fed up with the sound of my own voice. And I actually think it would be far more interesting and fun to extend our conversation with the guest of the week. And of course, in this case, it's Michael Johnson of Johnson Banks. So here we go. Here's the chat I had with Michael. It's going to involve lots of unexpected questions and answers. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And we even get to hear Michael play his guitar. So tune in, sit back, grab that brew, and please do let us know what you think of this new format. This season of the Creative Dream podcast is brought to you by the School of Communication Arts, which has just launched its SCA online portfolio, a brand new, fully online course designed to help more people break into the creative industries. Find out more at schoolcommunicationarts.com, and to enjoy a £500 discount, use our special code BOOM500 at checkout. Thank you, Michael, for joining us for this first actual rehash of The Spark, our little bonus episode that we run every Thursday. This is our chance now to ask our week's guest a range of silly and absurd and interesting questions, we hope, just to get a little bit more of an insight into your world. You've chosen these questions, which I'm pleased to say. I'm looking forward to getting stuck in, so we're going to just get straight on with it. What's something that you believed about creativity 5 years ago that you don't anymore?
Well, I used to think that what I did, creating brand identities and logos and symbols, that they could last forever. But I think I've had that beaten out of me. Yeah. And now, after 5 years, all bets are off, really.
Yeah, well, everything that's changed recently and happened, I mean, that's more the case than ever, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. And now people are using it, branding tactically, which they never did before. You know, people will spend their money on a rebrand rather than on an ad campaign. And so that's what's really changed.
Good grief. I mean, how times do change. And what is the best advice you have ever received, and who gave it as well? That would be interesting.
Well, I've had two. I think when I looked at your list of questions, I had two responses to this. One was that I worked with someone in the 80s who I took to, who was a creative director. I took to him what I thought was the perfect solution to this project. And he said, yeah, that's really good. I think you've cracked it there, but I want you to do something else now. And I said, what do you mean I've cracked it? And he said, I want you now go and try something weirder. And I said, well, why? We've done it. Jerry. I think his name was. No, it wasn't Jerry. David Bairstow, sadly no longer with us. Anyway, he said, yeah, but if you go away, now try something weirder, and then it'll make what we think is the right solution not look as weird.
Yes.
And I thought that was one of the best bits of advice I've ever had, because if you, by definition, something that's a little bit edgy can sometimes scare people. So if you do something even scarier, it can bring people back to the best solution. The other great bit of advice I had was about the only good bit of advice I had from my art tutor, which was never be afraid of the edge. And that was back in the day of layouts and stuff. And he showed me these layouts where people had things kind of falling off the edges of pages. And that was just like a light went off in my head when he showed me that. So never be afraid of the edge. I thought
amazing.
It was great.
Love that. So what's your favorite time of day to create and why?
I think I split this in two ways. I know that I can think and I can write most clearly, between about 8:30 and about 11 in the morning.
Okay.
The rest of the day is, useless in terms of thinking and writing. So I have to try and do all my writing in the morning. But being more creative, I don't think that's time limited. I think that I've noticed that if my body is busy doing something, like running or swimming or showering even, then that's when, and if you can do that and successfully occupy your body, then your brain sometimes feels free to have ideas. You know how a lot of people talk about having their best ideas in the shower?
Sure.
Mine can come in the weirdest place, but it's normally when my body is occupied.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Same. I get my best ideas when I'm out walking.
Oh, well, there you go. Yes. So your body's kind of getting on with something and your brain is kind of free to cogitate.
Yeah. And you have to stop and write it down in your notes on your phone before the idea goes.
Oh, really? Well, if an idea is that good, you should be able to remember it, for goodness sake.
Well, I just have so many, Michael. Gosh, so
Oh, I see.
judgy.
Okay, that's a fair point, actually. Oh, just as an appendix to this, a friend of mine said he had ideas in his sleep.
Oh.
Okay. And I never believed him. I thought that's bullshit.
Yeah.
But a couple of times recently, I have started having project solutions in my sleep.
Oh my goodness, that's weird.
It is weird to come back to so you immediately wake up and think, fuck, I've got to write that down. And I always thought that was nonsense. How could you possibly do that? But it is true. Your brain is thinking and percolating at the weirdest times.
Weird. Can't put that into dream interpretation, can you?
No. Well, I mean, it's just like problem A, sleep, solution.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You've become more efficient.
Yes, exactly. Machine-like.
You're even better than AI.
Yeah, dream AI, yes.
So where's your favourite place to visit in the world, Michael?
I immediately thought Tokyo. I love Tokyo.
I do as well.
Yeah.
Did you hire one of those go-karts and dress up as Super Mario and go around and
I
do
tried
one of
living
those tours?
there. I tried living there in the 80s, but when there was no bilingual signage, I could barely speak Japanese. But every time I go back, I'm just mind blown.
Are you tall?
Not especially.
Well, because
6 foot-ish.
I'm 6 foot. So when I went to Tokyo, I found that people would look at you quite a lot because you were tall.
Oh, yeah, they would stop in the street and point at you, yeah. They would just assume you're a model, actually.
Oh, cool.
No, they would.
Actually, we did have some Japanese paparazzi following us around the temple. Like there were about 10 of them with massive long-range lenses taking our picture. We're famous in some part of Japan somewhere.
Absolutely. I went, and I've been a lot of times to Japan, but I went once with my family, and we're all tall, children and other half, and we would get stopped all the time.
People want to take the picture.
Yep.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah. Weird, tall gaijin family. That's funny. Must take a picture.
I know. I'd love my brother to go. He's 6'8".
He'd get about 100 yards down Harajuku with everyone stopping him every second. Yeah.
Well, he's gorgeous as well, so runs in
You're
the family.
biased, remember.
So what do you do when you can't get to sleep?
I'm often listening to Farming Today.
Oh.
Which is on
Very
before
comforting.
anything, on Radio 4. So
I like the shipping forecast sometimes.
yes, no, I think we all love that, don't we?
Yeah.
There was also that thing, if you were up early enough to hear Men of Harlech, which is at the beginning of Radio 4 in the morning, then you knew it was really early. I think they played at about 5. I do have a tendency to wake up early, So I'm listening to the World Service or Farming Today.
There's something so comforting about radio, though. It's so...
Yes.
Because I started off in radio, and obviously with the digital revolution, as we called it back then, it disrupted that kind of media and meant there were a lot of job losses. Oh. So it's so nice that we still have it and we can still treasure it, and we often put it on. I don't think it's I don't know if younger generations do that as much. I think it's more podcasts and
maybe. I've lost count of the amount of times that I'm listening to Radio 4 in the morning. A designer comes in early-ish and says, "What's this?" And I say, "It's the Today program, FFS." But did you know that the Today program is used as a sign of whether there's been a nuclear attack? Do you know this story?
I think I've heard of it, yes.
Yes, because the submarine has to surface, and if the Today program is on, then civilization still exists.
Jeez, that's dark.
It's really dark, isn't it? But that's how important it is.
Well, we grew up in the Cold War, didn't we? I'll say we grew up.
I like that. You've included me in
of course.
in the you 30-somethings.
Because I'm nearly 50, isn't it?
I hesitate to say how old
that hit me like a train.
What did?
Smack in the face. Just realising I'm 3 years off 50.
Are you really? I thought you were in your 30s.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I didn't. Well, it's the filter on the camera.
Oh, no, there's no filter. Thank you very much, cheeky bugger. Do you like the logo in the background, by the way? The lovely neon eyes of Creative Boom.
Yes, very nice. It kind of diffuses.
That's timeless.
That is timeless.
That's a lovely logo, isn't it, Michael? Right, anyway,
It's gorgeous.
moving swiftly on. So this is interesting. Speaking of age and the passing of time, it's interesting that you chose this next question. What song would you like to be played at your funeral?
Yes, a song by Pat Metheny called Ole, and it's on his album called Off Ramp.
Why?
Well, after this, play it.
I will. And then I'll probably cry because I'm very
might.
emotional like that.
Yeah, it's really, really... I first bought it when I had left England and I was in a Bangkok market on my own. I was traveling on my own. I was doing the world, as you do. And that was in the back of the day of bootleg cassettes, where you could go to a Bangkok market and buy a bootleg cassette of pretty much anything you wanted for $1.
Amazing.
And I bought a whole bag full of jazz that I always wanted to get into. It's obviously pre-internet, pre-Spotify, pre-all of that shit. And one of them was this Pat Metheny album called Off Ramp. And listening to that album, I was walking through completely culture shocked, aged 22.
Amazing.
Yeah, I was utterly thrown by that.
So you must look back to that time and...
Do a bit, yeah. And it's a kind of finally getting away from England.
Not a bad thing to do.
Not a bad thing to do.
What's something totally irrational that gives you comfort?
Well, I've got this really OCD trick now of buying 2 of everything.
Wow.
If I like something, I buy another.
What, like a car?
You name it. No, cars are too expensive. Guitars.
Guitars.
This jacket. I love this jacket.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've been admiring it all the way through. Where's that from?
I have 2 because I love it so much. I've worn the other one so much that I've had to buy another one. Yeah, it's from Black Horse Lane, beautiful shop down in London. Really lovely. Guitars, clothes. I do it all the time. It's a really weird thing, and I don't know why I do it. I think it's because if I find something I like, I think, what happens if I haven't got it anymore? And then I buy another one.
Yeah. Well, I do it because I've got large feet. I've got size 9 wide feet. So if I find some shoes that fit and are comfortable, I'll often buy 2.
There you go.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's a practical reason. I think mine's slightly more irrational.
Yeah, you're just weird, Michael.
That is just weird, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's fine. Yeah. I think it's probably being the son of war generation parents. You know, they had rations. And
maybe. I hadn't thought about it that way.
Ration books, because my mum's the same. Not that I'm saying you're the same age as my mother, but she's very young and beautiful. She was very much a hippie. She does the same, but she does it with cleaning products and food and just hoards stuff because she grew up in a household where things were sparse and
interesting.
Rationed. So maybe it's that.
Maybe we just can't believe that you'd ever get something as good as that again.
Yeah,
maybe
because time has obviously provided that lesson.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the oldest thing you own and why do you still have it?
We're doing this for radio, aren't we? I have an old 30s guitar, which is actually behind me.
Can you play it?
Yeah, of course I can play it.
Come on, then.
Hang on.
And we'll just sort of wait here whilst the lovely Michael Johnson gets his guitar, which you can't see, but I will put it on social media. This is a first, I think. Is this a first?
I think it's quite hard to do with earphones, sorry. Headphones, as it were. Didn't tune it. So it's an old, what they call a resonator guitar from 1932, I think.
Beautiful.
Made by a company called National. And if you can find one of these from the 30s, then they're not priceless. You can get them. And this one I especially like because it's knackered as hell. And by the end of the 30s, they stopped making them because they had been told by the American government to start making aeroplanes out of pressed steel and pressed aluminium, which is what this is made out of. So one of the oldest things I own. Also, I brought this, which is meant to be the oldest book on graphic design in existence. Or you could look at it another way. The first book on graphic design is called Mise en Page, which is a French book from the very early 30s. 1931.
Good grief.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing, yeah. Anyway,
Beautiful. Lovely. Thanks for sharing those with us.
no problem.
I feel like it's turned into Desert Island.
It has a bit, hasn't it? Yeah.
It's great.
Funeral music, resonators from the 30s. Yeah, it's gone.
I love it.
This was dark.
By the way, this was an idea from our new private community away from social media. So shout out to the members of the studio, Creative Boom's private distraction-free sanctuary, away from AI. Yes. It's good. Gosh, I turned into that first episode of the new season of Black Mirror then.
Yes, I haven't seen it actually, but I've seen. I think I saw it on Gogglebox, and that kind of freaked me out. So.
Oh gosh, it always is a bit absurd. He does it so cleverly so that it could actually be, plausible, but it's got that dose of dark humour. Keeps it just, this is just silly, guys. Don't take it too seriously. Anyway, do you have a party trick? You've had some champagne or some beer.
On a good day, I can do the splits, and I'm not going to do it.
No, I'm not going to make you do the splits. It was pushing it a bit far, getting you to play the guitar, but yeah, I can believe it. You look very lean and flexible.
I don't know about that, but weirdly, I can do the splits.
I don't know. In another world, you could have been a yoga teacher.
What do you think?
I can see you doing that,
yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, all of that.
A friend said she saw you do an amazing talk in London and you weren't wearing any socks or shoes.
Oh, yes, I do. Well, I don't generally wear, I very rarely wear socks, and I feel more comfortable without shoes. Yeah, and so I was doing a talk in Birmingham with Daniel Etok actually last year. I think it was last year. And I was a bit, obviously I felt a little bit out of my comfort zone, so I took my shoes off. But then there are all these pictures on social media of me doing a talk, quite a proper talk, a proper conference, in my socks. So, yeah. Well, there you go.
You're the new messiah of graphic design.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, all of that shit.
Well, thank you so much. This is really fun. I can see this new version of the Spark being popular. And I thought a good way to sort of finish it off would be to get you to ask a question for our next guest.
Right. But we don't know who the next guest is.
Well, we kind of do, but let's assume we don't. It can be anyone.
Well, I suppose an interesting question would be, can you name something that you did that you thought was amazing at the time, but now you think is dreadful?
Oh, that's a good one. Okay. I will ask them that next week. Well, thank you so much, Michael. This has been amazing.
My absolute pleasure, and lovely to meet and to do this. We've been talking about doing this for months, haven't we? So we finally did it. Thank you.
Thank you. That was Michael Johnson of Johnson Banks. Thank you, Michael. I really enjoyed listening to him play the guitar, didn't you? I really want to go and learn now and buy one of those amazing classics. But hey, what did you think of the Spark? Did you enjoy the new format? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. letters@creativeboom.com. Now, you can catch up on the episode with Michael earlier in the week. For the full interview, you can find it wherever you get your podcasts, or just go to creativeboom.com/podcast. We'll see you on Monday.